Hello, welcome again to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulation. We left here when our fellow thief was actually being accused of murder. You know, I'm glad we found her and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose! I don't buy it, so basically from this, we can understand that our Jose here he's actually innocent because he was actually the guy who was stealing the fucking urn, so he couldn't murder, aka the CEO. Aka, why I say aka? But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. You just condemned an innocent man of murder, even though this innocent man somehow tried very hard to confess his crime. Looks like you did good out of a job this time. Well, you know, how about we get started looking into the KB security matter? I think I'm going to head back to Rain Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have the people take a look at it. Okay, that's a good idea, I think I'll go with it. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I don't want to be the third wheel. I want you to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. But is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there is a murder to solve. I haven't given the bells. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going to this murder investigation that we are so keen to explore. So, what do we do now? Very obvious, we should go out there and investigate. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB security is located. Well, call Larry. Why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. How come, Maya? You wanna drive one? Okay, ride one, whatever you like to call it. Motorcycles, you are not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike. Nicky boy. Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Miss Delight. Oh well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, right? You bet, but there's something a little different about it. Huh? Don't add me, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at that. It says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh yeah, right. Plus the vase has pink splooches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Oh no, Amy just exploded. Amy remains exploded in it. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanical and skilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it too. It's possible that the urn is is it possible? No, it's original. I'm quite confident it's original. I mean, you wouldn't break it so much. I'll be surprised it was completely unharmed in that case. Right? Yeah, I think it's fake. I'm sure Pearls find out about that once she gets back to Green Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it. Why hasn't been back to Corain Village in a long time? So I guess people still go to Corain Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading on to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedy can happen. Wow, really? Like what? Is what that happened last year still bothering you? They murdered in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. To be funny, it was never being misused. It was never being used in the first place. When a medium will use a Corain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. The murder wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess it's still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of Courtroom is going to be a heavy responsibility. Oh, Nick boy, Maya, Mr. Light. What I wanted to do was to help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nick boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight has such a vulnerable side. Please be careful, Nick boy. Okay. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him, okay? I don't think he could either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" Unrelatable. Who would never say that? Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be the killer, but he's still going around saying that he's the thief. I already told you that's just fantasy story. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nick boy? I know everything about Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Ha, the very idea. I guess I just don't get it. No, you don't get it. Get what? Just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on, Nicky boy, it's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. For him? For her? For you? So you were the one? I hate these kind of people more than anything. What? You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. So they must mean the thieves. No, they are right too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. Wait, what? By the way, why do you go to the detective Attorney office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously. The real Master Mouse is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And the detective Attorney knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there and asked him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my life. His secretary said the deputy is in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his hideout. The bag was sitting right there on the top of the table, so he never moved. Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who will try to pin a crime on someone else. Guess what he just did? Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do, that's where my Ronnie works. So he thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ronnie Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ronnie quit, he doesn't work there anymore because he was a thief and selling goods because... it looks like Miss Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Harry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. Make it to KBC that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why? Don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? Nah, not that. Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. First thing first, on a motorcycle you only can be maximum two, so I'll be only the one person on the bicycle, okay? Maya? Oh, let's head over there right away, Nick. Some motorcycle we can... I would like to No, I don't know. So what is so was it really a love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? It was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind of to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying those huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I will too if I were in this situation. Why did you get it? You Mr. Delight come running to save you. Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. You went right to those knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. Like, what the fuck? I hate each trick he's down have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by myself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but he's in a tough situation. There's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sniff, sniff. That's so romantic. I fall in love too, I guess. I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. We already done it. First thing first. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not so distant future. Gulp. She already been kidnapped. So we risk our life. Well, our... not really. Oh, that's a huge safe. What we can see there is the corpse. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? It looks more colorful. I remember it was more gloomy. I don't know why. The walls in here looks thick, just like you expect in the C office. Or maybe I imagine it more gloomy. What was that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, is that anything? I'm sure. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, right? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made a real fool out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like it to you at all. So you'll be more like... oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Or something that to that fact. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Really something like that to you, pal? Sometime. If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway, the point is I can't tell when someone puts their heart in their jobs. I can't sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea that Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now if it's a little love feast is over, maybe we can start investigating. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is I'm already not supposed to. Okay. Hey, come on, what about we put our hearts into our work? Damn it. Things are really working against us right now and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry. Pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of the KB Security and a pretty big fellow in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 a.m. in the morning of the October of 12th. Because of that, it was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time the Master Mouse was still in the urn. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that. Well, her body was stashed away inside a safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard of him when they opened the safe this morning. Out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. The white string must be a shape from when he fell out. Anyway, we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Billiard. So what happened to Master Mask? He's in prison, I guess. He's in the detention center screaming like a madman. Invest in me again, he keeps yelling. Oh, no. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean the detective, yeah? Oh. Oh, that was great. Guy got what he deserved. Ho ho ho. He got personal. Now that's the type I know that I love. I think about it, Atmi was always around when Collier cards showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. He was hiding in the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the theory of Emanon case, there was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Why you have so many paper on you? Hey, this guy here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kinda hard to see, but now that she mentioned it. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, he was actually trying to... well, never mind. Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my guys told me anyway. So who's that Java addicted masquerade anyway? Prosecutor Goddard. He's quite an enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. Java. He just showed up. On one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records. Anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man called a Maverick that gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody will talk to me. They all just turned the other way. How come? For the amateur, I had no idea you were so unpopular. And that's not what I meant. Another guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I have the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. He's closed. No, I'm joking. He's broke. You think he fell out of the safe when it was open? I don't think so. So you mean, yeah, I think these string shows how the corpse was lying. You mean the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can be serious, can't she? Ooh, that would be a horrible death. They got stuck in there. Only half of your body out. Anyway. There's a button here. Oh, there's a button, let's see. Well done, Maya. Hey, cut it out, don't press that. That was pretty funny. I never knew that Arigamsha could jump like that. What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. Say it right there on the fucking panel. Pal? Oops, you're right, it's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instruction first? There's a lamp connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's impossible on the night of the crime. Well, sorry, it's possible. So when this yours was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they say that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Isabella was the victim wasn't wearing any gloves, but by the way, so just, you know. Huh. We better go to talk to the guard about this emergency buzzer. Like someone think about it, that guy was laying here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. It was pretty much bleach cleaned. Well, somebody opened his safe on the night of the crime, right? So you must know the password at least. Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bollard's body was hidden here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Oh, yeah, that's true, I guess. Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is one piece of a cake. There are only a few people who knows how to open this safe, pal. And everyone that knows how to open this safe had a airtight alibis, I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm also afraid to ask. Former security chief, round the line. Of course he knew how to open the fucking safe. He was a security chief? Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. Oh, this big thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick! Any of our listeners after the back-breaking word, but just a little hard on the eyes. Ah, What you find out, Nick? This file is not about any sort of security operation or anything. This is a huge file. It's all about Master Mask. It's filled with info film. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scene. Hey Nick, look at the largest pages. It's a list. Let's see. Tear of Avalon. $100,000. Looks like a list of all the treasure that Master Mask owns. So then, $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number sounds kinda low to me. I think it's better secretly make a copy of this list. Secretly making a copy? Okay. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Sean Bluebird. You're not even trying at this point. Says Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullard. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now. Me too. Okay, Nick. Now is our chance to get more info about the victim. So hurry up and ask. Okay. Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? I guess security, as you said. Well, the company is basically sending security teams out of buildings to Gotham. Mr. Boulevard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets in this country. Oh, and oh, I don't know. I just love money. Can't ever get out. What happened? Please stop leaning towards me like that. You aren't getting out of my wallet. Anyway, looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Also, that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. There you go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah, oh, KB Security used to have security operations against Mask the Mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company reputation really took a nose dive. So he really was a bull who sent Ron at the blackmail later, huh? Only Bola could do bull. Wait, what? If you don't, I'll take the red dummy receipt rather than instead. Oh, isn't that weird? About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work for KB Security, right? What was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. What do you mean? Well, I'm in the middle of investigating right now. Oh, alright. Smell like the buds. Wow, this is really something else. It looks very fancy for what the fuck is that? Pokemon? Is that Pokemon? Or Zelda? What the hell is that? Looks like a game. Anyway, looks very fancy for a security camera. Looks like a submarine. Looks like a submarine. The air looks like some sort of I don't know what the hell is there. It's new sending nukes and shit. So security office sure doesn't feel very secure. I'm not even sure if the word is secure. It looks something else. Oh, I just remembered Larry might be. Hey Nick, what's up? What's up? What's up? So he's here. Yeah. So now he's hanging, dude. Oh, you got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the beat to the bone. And wolf and angel, I got no problems with. A daytime date is all gone. God. No, that's not what that's not what we are here for. We are investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're lawyers. You are a lawyer, aren't you? He's so less clueless. Well, if it's about a murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick, here's a different story. Wait, what? Why? I'm your friend. Larry, I saved your fucking life. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then, and this is now. You can share it with Maya, and Maya can share it with me. So that's it. Good info you were talking about, Larry. Oh, hey man, oh my god, a pro. Can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already what is the good info. Hey, I like that. This is kid has got some claws, okay? You really want to know. Okay, I want to punch you, Larry. Yes, tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron the Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I look into his background. Follow me? Yes, you are a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron the Light was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe he's keeping out of work or to go pick up a hot chicks or something. You are still here, Larry! No, that's just you. You're still working this company, Larry. So that is like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I got my alright, guess. First I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. Okay, why there's one in the bathroom? Is that a bathroom? It must be a bathroom, right? This is a bathroom. It looks like a hotel! What the fuck? Where did they get this picture? This is a graph or something, I don't know. This is a conference room. This is more... Okay, legit, this is like a conference room. This is like a bedroom. Why there's a camera in a bedroom? It's really hard, sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. No, me too. Okay. I don't know. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of my teams. Okay, what teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. Okay. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. Sounds the job of your life. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me and I can't operate the equipment and I'm dumb. Even if it is a part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here at an eye, right? Oh my god. Larry! Why? Larry, you had to do one thing! One fucking thing! Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the bats after all. It's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm going to have to break his Psylocks after all. Do I have something? On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Oh, of course, I was. Why would I have been? But did you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? But that was that, and this is this. There's any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never, I did not sneak out. I tell you what, I'll bet you $1. $1? Wow, now's the confidence. Just wait at the French rain puppy look of your face. You have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? Evidence that Larry was not maintaining his station when the murder happened is... You mean the wallet? Take that! This wallet, you know about this, right? I never seen it before. Liar! You had to deliver this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break, you can't expect me to remember every little thing that happened. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time it was when you found this wallet? I even thought we always speak about it. I guess it was around 1 AM in the morning on the first floor of our company building. Why do you keep saying AM in the morning? 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right, in other words, Larry. At the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. I want my dollar, Larry. I want my fucking dollar. Yeah, but there is something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift day I didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get any seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond any shadow of doubt that the killer snuck into the C office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record just to anyone, you know? The keycard data was already being published into trial today. What? I didn't know that! Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does this sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door of the CEO office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m. at the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this get into the CEO office. It happened 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this night. Yeah, no! You're gonna get fired, Larry. Well, your boss is dead, so you're likely gonna get laid off, I think. And also, Larry, god fucking damn it, Larry! Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault. My boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have an important issue to deal with too, man. What happened that night, anyway? My Donna happened? Your fucking Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and she was... Ah? So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was that? My new boyfriend was like some horrible joke. If I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right and kissed her. What? Normally I'm the one who does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. What? So is that why you left the security guard office? Well, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for you? What are you gonna do? Wait, what? Your girlfriend is curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Wait, your girlfriend called you and to what? Oh boy, Nick. Is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? What evidence? She's right, maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick. I'm actually really concerned about you. Larry. Getting sucker punched by a guy that you just met. That even stole your girl. No, whatever, I stole a girl. It's likely you are the stalker, but you know. We'll leave that to other things. And the bus into the office is directly connected to the room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the button in my real heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like a professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks, I tried. You think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please tell us. Okay, guess so. Prepare to be what? Ooh. Okay. Don't make me sucker punch you too, Larry. I accidentally placed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it, so that was you, huh? Yeah, security guard, honey, why did you come to the CEO office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. As if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? It is true that the buzzer didn't go off that night. There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. You think you could just take one more look for me, pretty please? Pretty please? Okay, I just can't say no to you, Maya. If we show there, I'm gonna stab you, Larry. What do you think, Nick? He's probably... I'm gonna stab Larry. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? You can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once, in the morning, around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can be. Terry, I'm gonna stop you. Study is possible, it's fine speed. As a God's 5 commandments. Well, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Rule number 1, obey thy superior. Rule number 2, respect thy superior. Rule number 3, admire thy superior. Rule number 4, salute thy superior. Rule number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. He signed Wendy Hogue. Oh no. Wendy is in here too. Okay. He signed Wendy Oldback head supervisor. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. For saying you came face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Have a ray gun too now? That sounds scary, right? Well, unfortunately she's on vacation, that's why I'm so relaxed right now. Okay, that worries me now. What do I do? The treasure of karate exhibit is all ruined now. Maya, I'm sorry, just so sad. It was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirituality. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we got Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe they can be labeled as Turn of Master Mask Desires. that would be nice. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! You will clean up and be filthy rich. Whoa! Wow, that was really easy. Filthy rich. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews? Well, she's still hanging around down here now. So how is it going? What about the Sacred Urn? Yeah, we recovered it. Then, oh, that, it's been taken care of already. What do you mean you not that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought into trial today. Oh wow, really? Huh, you really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. I am. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was the masked wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Dun, dun, dun. I just heard all about you on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. Looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the precious. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So when was it that you hired Detective Acme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it Mask the Mask calling card arrived? It was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Acme must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all. Guess so. What? So must the Mask murder someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we are talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the thief, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that the way he always operates. That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was called in the crime scene for to dress up the mask. Pretty well. I'm glad you got your Sacred Urn back. Yes, but there is still something that bothers you. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Psylocke. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Oh, don't worry, I'll come back later. Because we are needing to go somewhere else. Master Mask. Mr. Wright, Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see, on the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Taylor department store. A black man later, you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money, and then there is the CEO Kane Blood was murdered. But there is only one around the light, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Oh, okay. Mr. Light, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Is that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me more about it. So, to be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Yeah, at me. Taking a look, everyone. Unable to find travel body of my genius, I was also created one by myself. Oh, here I am. Tragic clown. Okay, please, can we go move on? I guess it's true, I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not, after all, you were the KV security at the time. I really need to take a shit. So then the person dressed up the mask is in this photo. He's gotta be detecting at me. Yes. So that night, you didn't go to Lord Taylor, you went to KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time of the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet too. That was, unfortunately for him. When I went to the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Blood that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I died myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. No! Oh, I forgot! You hide it! Damn fuck, why you do that? So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Light kinda sounds like a murder to me. Yes, me too. Please don't say that. God damn it. You know you are one of the only party that can hide the body in that fucking safe, right? Mr. Light, it's the truth that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB security. How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. We're gonna tell Desi! Ron, we're gonna tell it! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Phew, thank goodness. No, I'm supposed to tell her sometimes. She'll find out eventually. She will find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? She expends so much money! Desi will despise of me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief? She never forgave me. My marriage will be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring it enough money. Besides being a thief, at least. That's what I thought anyway. So he became Master Mask for desire? Huh? Okay, that's an interesting choice. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Debut heist. There it is. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? I say in the article that he disappeared. That's right. Got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold on the phone. Regarding this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Post could see through that in a heartbeat. Okay. As you might expect, that got me found under the sky. It really deserved the title race detective. Detective Alien found the mask disguise? Oh, that's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that is... Huh? So that's when Attorney got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I see the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down and again, guess so wake up. Blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yeah, just a few days after the Tear of Amman heist. The first letter said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got to prove that it was you, so give up. You went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean give up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box letter specified, someone sent me 10,000k. Wait, what? No one said anything about me being worried, you know? After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Oh, okay. I couldn't find it. Okay, I want this picture. What are these plans that you're talking about? There were instructions on how to steal a crown or paint or some other rare treasure. They show security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggest training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from one very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. It's not like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So around the lie was the Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in details. All I had to do was deposit the treasure I stole into a safe deposit box and just waited for the cash to come in the mail. I try not to look so gleeful about it. Gleeful. So we went up after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, the truth is, I never seen the urn. What do you mean? What I did was to follow instructions, steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Daisy. Okay. Now, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me. Mr. Campbell, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. Could never, I'm not lying. All I did was to hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they discovered what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey! Polly! I'm back. Hey, Pulse. So what have you been up to this whole time? Oh, Mr. Nick, I took it back to the Rain Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They say this is the real urn. Broken as hell. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. There's a small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splooches said is paint and they weren't put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splooches again? What's the big deal? That's a big deal. We gotta find out what they got there. That's the big deal. Is it though? I guess it's a big deal for the case, probably. Yes, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. We're going to forget about you. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. Oh, never mind. Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe we take another good look at this urn. We can figure out the mystery of what actually happened. Nick, let's look around one more time. So, I can explain what happened. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. The box the second urn was in. Looks like there's some pink paint in it. Dude, it's definitely the same color as the same stuff. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again. The admin said he got hit on the back of the head with his spider teeth. That was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that admin was the real thief, it's still hard to believe. Looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix this all myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. Promise I fixed it so you never knew it was banned in the first place. Please be gentle with it. Looks like to me this has been dry for several days. Something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left of the part is shaped oddly at a shocking pink. Could it be that this odd shape is more likely to be the box? Yep, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look out here, there's a little bit of paint on the box. Oh, you're right. Look, it matches. Yep. What is it, Mr. Wright? It's all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. Much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to her. So basically, if I'm not wrong, our fellow Andrew, she accidentally broke the urn. If I'm not wrong. Take that! So this is why it took so long. And as you can see, the reason why, because the first repair was done by Pearly and she fudged the urn, and Amy instead, she was more prepared, she actually fixed the urn, so making Amy instead of I am. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the second urn? You know anything? I'm in charge of the entire collection reputation. The urn that was submitted before the court today, it's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's untrue. If it isn't the same, it could be fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. You have any evidence that it was submitted at the trial was genuine? You mean this? Take that! Sorry to break it to you, but there is the genuine article. Person went back to Karim village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? Do you know why? Where's the pamphlet? Publicity? Is this one? I can't see. Oh. Fuck. I misclicked. My bad. Read up. There you go. This poster was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the expedition. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am. But now, for some reason, mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah. I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. There was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Oh, wait. Even if the urn was broken, it had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Huh. Looks like she's not going to give up. That's the last side looks so easily. Do you have any proof that was broken here at Lordly Taylor? Well, Miss Andrews, what is this supposed to mean? There's a pink paint all over to this there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can weasel out this one, Miss Andrews. But, oh, she's trying to make her escape. You can get with the pink paint anywhere. Well, that's not in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is my room. Liar! Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. Do I simply the box? Take that! This box, the one was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there is a pink paint on this box as well. Ah, I think you already know where it's going to. I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an R-shape printed in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. My life points. I'm sorry, I was the one that broke the urn. Why does it make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher? I'm a terrible person, not only did I break it, but I tried to hide it what I ate. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all, I know just how she feels. Hold on there. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on the paint can, I lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed into the ground. Crash! I had a terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid on the box, and that's when it happened. The broken piece of the earth on the boxes landed right into the paint. I was in shock, let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as come as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all Korean village, so I tried so hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shadows were pretty big. And that's when the yam got changed to Amy. Well, it didn't got changed, it just got fixed. I didn't know how it was originally written. Any sane person fixing would have assumed it was Amy. Any sane person, really? Well, it was okay, you couldn't read. You say she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something you can get it. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. Have a face statue. First time we came down here was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But, Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls and floor of the warehouse when we were here. And there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hold. And I realized that the statue will be the perfect size to cover up the paint stain. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Oh, well, I don't know anything about that. But it's there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it anyway? And why? But the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. No, someone move it. But why? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night a real thief around the light was a KB security. So then why did another master mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Dangerous Ball, you know the drill. It's kind of interesting, I guess. I quite like this episode. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and we're gonna see you again very, very soon. Oh, lovely, bye.